Hi and welcome to 2024. I'm going to put together this quick video so you know what is new, what we've changed, and what's kind of coming down the pipeline. So overall, we've done a lot of things on the back end of production and product and things like that. The first is socketed wire and zip cord. We've moved those to our Vietnam factories. So machinery, everything. So super excited about that. One change that we have made is the copper pad assembly. Sometimes when you've got a bulb that has a larger socketed or a solder tip, when you screw that in, it pushes down on that copper pad and really rams it down into the socket, sometimes making it hard to get to and needing to replace a socket. So we've changed that design and to where it will not be able to be forced down so far. So we've got, everybody's got stock in the pipeline, so that is something that'll come about eventually. You may get some this year, you may not, but that's kind of a rolling change that we're doing. And the last fun and important thing to do on that is tariffs. So you're going to see pricing on wire, zip cord, things like that go down because we don't have to pay the tariffs on that. Number two, automated bulbs production. As of now, everything's been handmade, and as we were always trying to improve systems and products and efficiencies. This is the step that we needed to take to accomplish that. And so what that means is, from the chip soldering, there's a QC check done by an automated machine. Lights it up. If it lights up, great. It moves on down the assembly line. If it does not, then it gets halted and kind of thrown out. Then there's the glue insertion into the base. In fact, the base is a little bit different. I'm kind of trying to paraphrase this to make this video a little bit quicker. But the base is automated, the glue is automated, the final assembly, how everything is fit together, is automated. And then once again, that's a QC check to where it automatically gets voltage, lights up. If it does not light up, then it gets thrown out. If it does light up, then it gets continued on to the process, and then it is manually QC'd, at that point. But from there, it has been, along the assembly line, automatically QC'd twice, and then manually QC'd for weather, wind, and burn-in times, things like that. So super excited about that. In the process of doing that, we've increased our waterproof. So we're now an IP67 level, which is amazing. So very, very excited about that. And then last of all, there is lower pricing. So we've got much lower costs on labor and all those things. The machines cost us a lot. And I thought about keeping pricing the same for this year and helping absorb some of those machine costs. But we want you and your customers to gain that, and so we're going to try and amortize that over the next few years and help that get paid for. But we want you all to have great experience with the product and the price. So next we've got mini lights. There's a new epoxy construction that we have implemented. Very, very excited about that. Instead of the injection mold process alone, trying to seal those components, we're going to, like I say, an injection or an epoxy, and I've got information on that, but super excited about that. Again, we do have inventory from 2023, as do you all, and so that'll trickle through your jobs and your inventory. But very, very excited about that process moving forward. Greenery, we have in to make just greenery amazing. We have a lot of tips, we have a lot of lights, all those type of things. It's truly one of the nicest greens and garlands out there in the market, and that was our goal. But when a strand goes out, it's very frustrating. It's frustrating for us, because we take things very seriously on quality. It's very frustrating for the installer. It's a reputation for them. Hey, we use quality products, and oh, hey, sorry, you had a light strand go out on this, and then it's annoying for the homeowner to be able to, or to have to deal with that. So what we've done moving forward is we are going to switch to a low voltage type system, to where if one bulb goes out, it doesn't nuke the whole strand, or in some cases the whole wreath, and it would be easier to fix. So if that does happen, if one of your guys nick a wire, or something gets cut or eaten by an animal, you can trace that wire very easily and splice it together, or do whatever you need to do, because it's more of a like a C7 style, parallel type wiring. The lights are awesome. Very, very excited for that. So we will start releasing that this year alongside our normal inventory, and then 2024 it'll be a full release, or 2025 a full release. So again, keep that in mind. If you've got a specific job that's going to cost a fortune in a lift or other things to get it there, then contact us, and maybe we'll make sure that you get one of these new ones, so you can minimize your labor and stuff on that. So that's greenery. Lightstream, we will introduce these a little bit later in the year, but I wanted to give kind of a teaser. Is we're having a cloud-based controller for Lightstream, and so you'll be able to control it from basically anywhere in the world, type of thing. So that's coming down the pipeline. No changes to the features, the bulbs, the setup. The only difference is the physical controller you'll be able to swap out for this new one, and you'll be able to access that again through the homeowner's Wi-Fi system. You'll have to connect that, and then you can access it on your phone anywhere. So that's coming down the pipeline this year. So we'll announce that. Next, permanent lighting. We have come strides with permanent lights. Very, very excited for the kind of the features and some of the patented design and function of that. So very, very excited for that. We're continuing to do testing right now. Make sure it's dialed in. It's what we need. We've overcome a lot of the issues, or speed bumps, I should say, of our competitors. So I don't want to allude too much into that, but there's some things that just everybody has a beef with, if you will. And so we've been able to overcome those things. Very excited about those. And the last in the overall news for 2024 is the ocean freight. We've been able to land a little bit of better pricing, and so across the board you'll see lower pricing on everything for the most part. So very, very excited about that. Moving into actually, before I do that, there's 2023 new items. There's a spot on this sheet to where you'll be able to click that, and you can see the sheets from last year. There's a lot of great items. I'm going to pause really quick here. In the past, I've kind of got impatient with new items, to where we'll release something and some people will kind of catch on, and it'll just kind of stall for about a year, 2 years, maybe 3. But usually in the 3rd to 4th year, I start looking at capital overhead expenses and say, okay, these items aren't going anywhere. I'm going to discontinue them. And so it would be a call like this, or a video like this, saying, hey, we're going to discontinue these items. We've seen very little movement on them, or not enough to justify the overhead on them. And usually the next year or that year, that's when for some reason it spikes. And so what I'm trying to do is educate everybody every year, saying, hey, these are the new items. They've been successful to a degree, but if you haven't used them, haven't touched them, please do. They're awesome products, and super excited about them. So again, I'm kind of emphasizing previous new products that are still within 1 to 2 years old. So there's that sheet. The next is socketed wires. This is brand new this year. I've gotten requests for a lot of different things and a lot of different products, and so I've kind of honed in on C7, C9 wire, at least these 4 items. One is the C7 with 6-inch spacing. and a C9 with 6-inch spacing. And then the next two items are black wire. And so you've got a C7 and a C9. Those have the 12-inch spacing, and they are black in color. So a lot of new style homes, more of the modern homes, are going to a black, which, I mean, green is, it's a seasonal lighting, it's okay. But if you want to just stand above the crowd and provide that quality service, that quality product, then I think people are going to be really excited that it's black and it blends in. So those are new items this year. The Starbursts, we had in the last 2 years, we've had warm clear in a 16-inch and a 24-inch. So this year I'm introducing a winter white color. I've had a lot of people saying, you know what, I do a lot of winter white. I would love to use these, but obviously I can't use warm clear. So we're introducing the winter white. The 16-inch is they're the super minis, so it's the round tip, very, very cool. They have the 16-inch is a solid non-blinking version, but the 24-inch is a blinking version, and so about 25% of those just slowly fade on and off, or actually they don't, they just turn on and off. It's a really cool effect. I should record a video and send those up, but very, very cool. So that's new. The next two items, the light sphere and the snowflake, I'm going to put it out there right now. These I've gotten requests for. To put it bluntly, I don't know if this is proper, but put your money where your mouth is. If you were excited for these, then please order them. Once again, I come out swinging on pricing, but to do so, I have to run big production runs on these, and so I've got to run quite a few. And so at the end of the day, when orders are in, I've got to decide, okay, we got in a couple thousand of these, and out of the almost 15,000 I need to create, do we want these hanging around the warehouse for a while? I never want new products to take away from what we've allocated for staple products. I never want to run out of staple products, and so that's priority number one. And then priority number two are these new items. And so, maybe nobody, orders the smaller winter white Starburst, or we get very, very few, then I may not bring those in this year. And so please know that as you're ordering, and we'll go from there. So the Light Sphere, these are really cool. They have a different look than the Starburst. So I like them for that fact. They're more like a ball. It's like a kind of an ornament that's lit. There's the specs on the sheet that is on this video, and the one that I've attached to your information. So there's the 16-inch and the 24-inch. These literally just fold flat. So they ship easy, they install easy, they store easy, and there's the two sizes. So the next is the Snowflake. This is a double-sided, so there's lights on both sides. It's a white frame, and there are two sizes, the 24-inch and the 36-inch. A lot of Snowflakes from competitors actually have individual lights that you can see. We chose to go more of a, I don't want to say neon, because that just screams Vegas. But it is kind of more of a neon. It's a classic look. I mean, there's the picture of it. I'll do some videos of those as well. But they're awesome. I love them. There's a lot of lights. They are very, very bright, and they're SMD type lights. So again, there's no dark spots or anything like that can be in others. So very, very excited about those. I came out with the warm clear in the winter, right off the bat, kind of learned our lesson from the Starbursts. So both in the Light Sphere and the Snowflake, you've got your warm clear and your winter white. So next, you've got the LED flicker flame. My head's in the way of that, but great new item that I released kind of late last year. I have a really large customer that does It's basically it's an amusement park, and they do a lot of displays. And they actually wanted an LED flame bulb, but we didn't like anything that was out there, and so I decided to make my own. So this is an item that I'm super excited about. It's been successful. Last year I had some stock on hand that we did, and this amusement park loved it. So if you click down here, you can watch the video. It's very, very hard to take a picture or a video of this because it's very bright, and it's going, but you'll kind of get the gist of it. Next page, we've got the solo clip. This was again around last year. I was a little hesitant in pushing it. I wanted to get it into the market and get a lot of feedback. People loved it. It was kind of the catch-all. You can put the bulb and socket assembly on a clip in the comfort of your dryness or air conditioning or heat, whatever it may be, and then when you get the job site, that clip quickly flips directions, and you can put it on, you can install it on various surfaces and not have to take the clip off and reinstall it. And in addition to all that, it actually keeps the bulb facing forward at all times. So regardless of what surface you're on, the bulb is always facing forward and looking as it should. So again, click here. You can watch a video of that in depth. Inline power adapter connector. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of depth with that, but the people that used it last year, again, it was kind of one of those summer kind of releases, so not a lot of people knew about it, but if you used it, the feedback I got was great. So very, very excited about that. You can watch a video more about that. The ground stake, again, my head is in the middle covering that. New this year, as far as I'm concerned, or to my knowledge, we're the only company that makes those. I was tired of the plastic floppy ones that they would break really easy. And I didn't make those, and so I wanted to make something myself that was worthwhile. So that's what we came up with. Next change for 2024 is the light vest. A lot of great feedback on the light vest. I wanted to make small changes as we go through. The biggest change that I heard people was, hey, I love the vest section and I use that, but I don't use the tool belt and I don't use that. So it's kind of a waste. And sometimes, the other way around. I love the belt, I love that, but I really don't need this, the core vest. And so what we've done is we've split those up, and you can buy them separately. And I've increased production on that to help with pricing as well. So pricing has gone down, and I've split them up. So you can buy either, again, just the chest pack, this whole assembly, or you can use the tool belt and all that stuff. So great there. And wrapping this up, we've got additional resources. These are things I'm not going to go into because I wanted to keep this short, but the attachment that you have, you can click on each one of these. They'll take you to a list. So if you need to help sell to a contractor, if you need to help sell to a homeowner, whoever it may be, these are great resources to do those, and also to train your crews. So thank you very much for watching. Let's make this a great year. It's 2024. I'm very, very excited about the things that are coming up, and can't wait. So again, thank you very much for all of your support and time in watching this video and with your business. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later.